It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. You know, in the 1990s to the 2000s, if you wanted to get any type of electronics, you only went to two stores, by the way. You went to Circuit City or you went to Best Buy. And those were the two stores. Those were the big players in the market, by the way. But today, only one store remains. So while Best Buy was really, really tall, while Circuit City was like huge, at least I never thought I would ever see it go away, by the way. You look at where we are today, and only one store, Best Buy, is here. So what went wrong? What were some of the changes? What were some of the challenges they faced as CEOs as it relates to sales that the adjustments just weren't made? So Best Buy's troubles began, obviously, when a new competitor entered it. And you might have heard of the name. It's Amazon, by the way. So customers started saying, you know what? We're going to buy stuff online. Cool, no problem. Now, Best Buy decided, you know what? We're going to hold the line. This will not last long. Circuit City said the exact same thing. And then in a short while later, a number of customers said, wait a minute. I can go into the store, see a price, then go online, order it, and have it to my house faster than they would from the store. Now, this is called competition. There's nothing wrong with that. This is not an Amazon beat up type of case study. It's a case study on what you need to do as the CEO, the changes you need to make, and the adjustments as you see the industry shift and change. So Circuit City decided not to do anything at all. Best Buy decided to look around. And in 2012, when Best Buy lost $7 billion in losses in 1 year, they hired a new CEO. Maybe that's you right now. Maybe you're CEO of a company. Maybe you're CEO of your own company. And they said, we need you to do something. First thing he said is we've got to change our sales strategy. So there's two things that he did as a CEO that you can start taking away from just from this conversation. Number one, I'm not suggesting you do this. He said, they're the new player, Amazon. We're going to match their prices. You might think, whoa, just match their prices. That's kind of cool. But it wasn't just about first competing. He didn't say we're going to go lower. He said we're going to at least be competitive. And that would stop customers from just running from Best Buy to get it to Amazon just because it was a few dollars cheaper or the pricing wasn't even competitive, although they had just seen it in the store. But he did something that I want you to really listen to. He decided to collaborate. And one of my 12 rules for life is that collaboration crushes competition. He said, I'm going to collaborate. In the past, he held out Apple, Microsoft, Samsung, AT&T, and said, no, you can't have any displays in the store. Now he decided you could have displays in the store. You could have your reps in the store. We'll have folks who are very knowledgeable. We'll go through training. We'll adjust our skill set. We'll adjust our mindset, and we'll adjust our tool set, which was bringing his employees up to speed so that they could be tech savvy, which gave a better experience. My big takeaway for you as a CEO is, number one, have a sales strategy that competes in today's market. Number two, have a sales infrastructure that allows you to meet your customers' needs. And number three, have the sales leadership. One of the things I admire about Best Buy, it took leadership. Now, it didn't mean that Circuit City didn't try to make some adjustments, but they didn't have the sales leadership looking at the revenue that's coming in order to make the adjustments. You do those two things and you will be very, very successful. With that being said, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. My name, by the way, is Shay Brown, your host. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you this morning, by the way. Every morning we like to get started with our number one mantra. And our number one mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. What's the point, Shay? My point is that sales is really, really serious business. Now, then we have our pledge. And our pledge is, I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. So I think every morning a CEO needs to say those words: I must earn, I must learn, and I must return. Go ahead and repeat after me, by the way. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. What are our objectives every morning? Well, we're here for three reasons: sales progress, addressing the roadblocks, and to keep in mind the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a 1 one-page CEO sales plan. Now, if you're watching right now, you have a one-page CEO sales plan. You're managing your sales organization without a CEO sales plan. You can go over to www.ceosalesplan.com, www.ceosalesplan.com, and download that. Download that right now. Number 2 sales strategy that you absolutely have to have, we're talking about the 5 sales pillars, is you must understand the sales cycle. That's the case study we just talked about, from the time you have a prospect to you communicate with the prospect to they're ready to convert as a prospect. And then number 3 is you must have a sales message. What are the words that you're using every day from your sales organization to communicate with your clients? And number 4, you must be able to measure and manage. So we recommend the CEO sales dashboard. That's what the indicators are. And number 5, you must have a super sexy sales team. Those are the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Now, every morning when we get together, I love to connect. And as you're watching right now, by the way, you're watching live. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. And put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is just the bat signal that you can see me, but now I can see you, and I respond to every comment. If you're watching the replay, boy, do we appreciate you as well, by the way. Put hashtag replay. Look right below the video, and put hashtag replay. And then for all those that are watching online, download the podcast. You're watching on Amazon or Roku or Apple TV or one of our streaming platforms or sister stations. We appreciate you. You can go over to @IamCheBrown. Look right below the video. Go to @IamCheBrown. Drop me a comment. Let me know that you're here. You're in the building. I respond to everyone. You're here. We appreciate you for being here in the moment, by the way. What is CEO Sales Huddle? CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. There's no question that you're going to sell. Okay, I got that. There's no question that you're going to have success. I got that. But one of the things I do know is, how do we sell more faster, by the way? Why do we do that, and how do we do that? Well, it's about 3 things. It's about sales growth, it's about accountability, and it's about consistency. And you may have heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? They struggle with consistency, but that's no longer you. You are consistent, and you're here at the CEO Sales Huddle. We only ask for 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day. So there's 1,440 minutes in every day. And all we ask for is 15 minutes a day. You dedicate 15 minutes a day to the sales organization, the one organization that will help you not only build your business, but also take your business to an entirely different level. Now, for those folks that are watching right now, we're going to I think the most important segment, which is the CEO Sales Dashboard. So there was a challenge. The challenge was, how do we connect with folks, Shay? As a CEO, what do I need to measure? What do I need to manage? We understand a concept of what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So here are 5 key areas of working with CEOs all over the country. And you might say, what's the fastest tool, Shay? What are they really using to get to $100,000 a month? What's the one tool that they're looking at? What are the numbers they're looking at every single day so they can stay connected? And I would say it's the CEO Sales Dashboard. There are leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat categories. These are 5 categories that you can measure. So you can go right now, and you can go and open up your CEO Sales Dashboard. Let's open it up right now. So you go open yours up right now. It looks something like this, and you're going to go to the spreadsheet. Now, if you haven't downloaded it, you can go over to ceosalesdashboard.com, ceosalesdashboard.com, and you can download it, by the way. There's no charge, there's no cost, there's no money required, but it does allow you to be in the conversation. Isn't that so cool, by the way? Don't you just admire that? I love that, by the way. I love what it does. But this morning, we're going to go look at a couple of categories, because then I want to look at an appointment. So you would go back to your CEO Sales Dashboard, by the way, and you would go and look at the categories on the right-hand side. You would go to today's date and look at today's date, and then come down, and then there's leads, got it, Shay, but there's also appointments. Now, appointment setting is very important. The question is, how many appointments were set yesterday by your team? And then how many appointments were run yesterday? So there's appointment setting, there's appointment running. Those are 2 entirely different indicators, by the way. Appointment setting, I'm really good at people saying, yes, I want to hear what you have to say. Yes, I'm interested in getting this problem solved. Appointment running means they showed up. So sometimes people just say, well, Shay, this is how many appointments my team set. And I'm like, yeah, but that's pretty cool. But the question is, how many appointments did the team run? And then look at those type of appointments. Some of you are going to go down one more level. Now, for some of you, you've already filled this out. I get it. Some of you, your assistant filled it out yesterday. Your operation person filled it out yesterday. For others, you hired someone and that's their number one job is to get this report in front of you. So when you show up for 15 minutes a day, you're looking at the CEO sales dashboard. You're looking at where do you need to allocate the resource. You're looking at the performance from yesterday so you can make today a lot better. I get it. I'm with you. I love it. So then let's look at it and say, well, how many of those appointments were one-on-one appointments? And then some of you have one-to-many appointments. And some of you set up stuff with appointments just to collaborate. Best Buy had to set up a number of appointments to just collaborate in the case study we talked about earlier. And then there are referrals. So once you have that, you're like, okay, Shay, I'm rocking and rolling. I'm there. Now we can step back and we can look at what's working. And I always like to celebrate any wins. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So what are you most proud of? When you go back and you look at your wins, what are you most proud of? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment? Number 3, what would you want to brag about? Like if you can come on here right now and you had an opportunity to slow down because powerful people ask powerful questions and you looked at just the performance yesterday. I'm not talking about last week. I'm not talking about last month. I'm not talking about what you were praying about at the beginning of this year. I'm not being funny. Just yesterday. And you could brag on the sales department yesterday. What are you most proud of? And it's important, I believe, that we slow down because sometimes on these type of situations, we're known for just beating ourselves up. And this is not a beat me up conversation at all. This is a conversation around, whoa, what can I do to take it to an entirely different level? But then we don't stop there. We understand that there's some hurdles. We understand life is not perfect. It ain't no crystal stair. There's ups, there's downs, there's highs, there's lows. And we want to take a look and say, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Now, for those that fill this out every single day, thank you for the comments. I appreciate the DMs over at I am Che Brown. Thank you so much for the transparency. It really means a lot to me. And as you're listening right now, just ask yourself silently for the sales organization, what was the biggest roadblock yesterday? And then what's preventing the sales organization today from moving forward? And then what's the one thing that you can do that you can control that if you do it, it would move the business forward. It would mean a huge difference to the business. Man, this is the time. This is the moment. This is what you've been waiting for, just this one moment. My message today is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Focus on measuring the activities. And what's working, pour gasoline on it. What may not be working as well, figure out what you need to tweak, what changes need to be made. And as a CEO for the sales organization, make that decision. We only need 3 things to be successful in the sales organization. We need people, we need processes, and we need tools. And so you as the CEO look at what you want to allocate, the resources you want to allocate to the department so it can get the results that you're looking for. Because when you generate more revenue, you're allowed to be able to purchase the resources that are necessary to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So more money means more meaning. More income means more impact. And I know as you're watching right now, you're a CEO, you want to make $1 and a difference at the same time. If that's you, say, that's me. Yes, make $1 and a difference at the same time. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Che Brown. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you as the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and I wish you all success. Peace.